Hello everyone, it's Janette, Crafty Dork. Welcome to my craft room. Today I'm doing the multimedia Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters Multimedia 2021 challenge, and this is the challenge for January. I made myself a little book with some material that I got at the op shop, and basically I just went through this. It was a big ABC of the human mind. I took out pages and then glued some together, so it's like an altered book that I'll be working in. Now, these are the prompts. Oh, 1 minute. In here, I've also got down here, we'll do this part first. I'll stand up because this is a different desk and it's a bit, I'm a bit further away. Where are we going? There, can you see that or not? I can't see from up the top. Anyway, the rules are use all 10 picks or swap 2. You've got 2, your choice, for anything in your stash. Okay, so that's your choices. There's 2 of those. Other than that, there's no rules other than to have fun and upload your photo to Possibilities Crazy Crafters. Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters. Okay, so the 10, and I've just used these little index cards. I've popped a whole pile of them in here, and each month I'm going to write down on there what I used. So first one out was use old book pages. I'll have these all listed down in the below. So use old book pages, use metallic inks or paints. Now, if you haven't got any of these, you might just have ordinary paints, so just use them. Use Stencil to wipe an area with a baby wipe, and I'll show you that technique. Stamp a background. Use fluid acrylic paints. Now, what I did was just put some black, I did it here a while ago, put some black ink, acrylic paint in there with a bit of water, and that's my fluid paint. Fling some paint. Well, toothbrush, you can use a toothbrush to dip it in the ink and fling it, or you may have one of these that you dip the ends in and then just fling it onto the page. So we'll see how we go. Add ephemera. Now, I've got no idea what I'm going to use there because I don't know how the page is going to turn out, so we'll see what happens then. Use ribbon, rub-ons, and add glitter paint. Now, these are the 2, the rub-ons. I have got some, but I don't fancy using them today. And the glitter paint. I'm going to pull those out. And my choice. Now, my first choice is going to be gesso. And I'm using gesso so that I can seal the page. And I'm going to do that off camera so that you don't have to watch me do it and watch it dry. The second your choice, I don't know. I'm going to have it as I go through and just work out what it is I would like to use. Okay, so I'm just going to turn off the camera and I'm going to gesso my pages. Okay, back again. I've gessoed my pages. You can still see some of the paper through it, but that's okay. Now, this side, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to work on this page. It's got, you can still see the mysterious human mind under there. And I thought later, after I've done this one, I might just put some tea-dyed paper or some sort of paper here to just write how I did this, and I might leave that and just decorate around it. I'll have a look, and that I'll show you in next month's video for next month's tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get all this ink off my hands. Yuck, put that back up there. I should have done it before I dirty thing. Dirty girl. Okay, so I will pop some book page on. Yeah, so where's my book page? So I've just got some book page, and it's from Reader's Digest, and I'm going to just add some all over the place. I'm just going to get that white off the edge. I just want to have the text. I think you're probably a bit further away than I'm normally on my other. Oh, I don't know. The shelves seem the same, but I seem to be. Well, let's do it this way. I'll do a few together, and then I've got all the. And apologies for any barking in the background. It's only that Peter's inside doing the vacuuming, and we've got my son's dog here. And he loves chasing the vacuum cleaner. But Pete's not in the mood. He's already had him out this morning trying to eat the water when he was watering the garden. So he's not in the mood for any more. So we'll just put some of this down randomly. And I've got I'm just going to use, I've just got some ordinary PVA glue, and I'm going to use that today. I was going to use might not be too. Oh yes, here we go. I was going to use some the stick, but I thought no, I'll just use this. Let's just grab that, and I've just got a little bit of water here to just put just a little bit of water with it, and we'll use, where's my glue one here, and the reasoning behind the gesso, it just helps things to stick on the page. I love drawing. I'm not an artist trained or anything like that. I just really enjoy mixed media and playing around. So if you guys can put something in the description box and say, you know, Janette, if you did it this way, it would probably work better for you, by all means, I will not be offended. Not at all. It's all for us to learn and have a bit of fun. Now I did have a card. Oh well, we might just use my, where are we? This one. Just to, I could probably use that to put the glue down. So I hope everybody is having a really good day. It's a bit overcast here in Wallaroo today in South Australia. But still a nice day. I probably could have used a couple of different books, but I just wanted to use these. Oops, I've got it off the. I'll still have a bit of the gesso coming through because we've still got to put some acrylic paints down. I just like a little bit of the you know, this sort of thing when coming through when you add it on. I probably could have put some up the other way too, but that's all right. Perhaps we'll just put a little bit here and there like that, just to use that last bit up. And there's the book page down, so I will now just go off and dry it, and I shall be back. Okay, all dry. And now for the metallic paints. I've got this set of paints that I got from a craft shop, an art supplier in Adelaide, I think it was. So they're Montmartre, however you say it. And I just want to cover this. So what will we use? I'm going to do I'll put a bit of this green on down the bottom. I've not used them before, so goodness knows what will happen. We will just play it by ear, hey? So get the sort of a tealy green, I guess. So we'll just brush that across the bottom. You're still going to see some of the book page behind. That's fine. And then we've got to do some other bits to it. I might just put a little bit more on, just make it a little bit darker perhaps. Had a busy week so far this week at work, and had to go up and put the paperwork in for the pension. Seems weird talking about the pension. Pete and I were saying the other night, you know, it doesn't seem like yesterday we were meeting each other and the kids came along and all that stuff, and now we're looking at pensions. Golly me. Just get rid of that little bit there. Okay, get rid of that colour. And now I want to put some blue at the top. Toilet paper comes in handy for out here doing this stuff. So we'll put some blue. Well, that's darker again, isn't it? Can you see that? I think I might have to come down a little bit. Did put a little mark here because I'm not used to, not quite used to this setup. This is the first time I've used my setup for this wet area. I was always going to last year and never got around to it. So, new year, new beginnings and all that stuff. There we go, we've got that done. And I guess now we have a bit of a bronzy in the middle, perhaps. Yep, and I might just put that down. Probably enough anyway. looks like I might be painting a bit on the other page too, to get just a tiny bit there to get it going into there. Just a bit to blend it a bit. I'm sure there'll be a lot more out there that will be able to do beautiful things with this, but there we go. Okay, so there's my paint. I will dry it and I'll be back. I just remembered, shouldn't have dried it. Luckily I didn't get too far. We need to use stencils on here, and I've got some. We might put perhaps some of those up in the sky. Perhaps a few squiggles, and on the grass, what will we do down there? I suppose we could pop some leaves down there, just basic bits. So you need to have, I did turn you back on, didn't I? Yep. So you need to have a wet one, and wet, so straight out of the packet. And I'll just put a few of these little dragonflies, and what you basically do is go over with your wet one and you just remove some of the paint. I did actually start to dry that bit there. You can see there's some of the little I wonder if you it's gone off, just go and dry a bit too. There we are, I've got a little bit there. Let's perhaps put the big ones on, it's not sort of going through. Yeah, that's better. It's not really going through the smaller ones. So just a couple of those up there just to give it a bit of a different look. Now here, see how this goes. I didn't put the heat gun on this at all, but that doesn't mean a thing, does it? That's just taking a little, it's not really you can't really see the pattern much, but you can see some of the book page through, which is a nice effect. Yeah, it's not real, didn't work out as well, but you get the idea, and hopefully yours will turn out really well. Let's see about this one. I just want a couple of I'm videoing, so don't swear. What's happening? Hey, I told you not to swear. I'm back. I hope you didn't hear him swear. It just showed me a photo of our son's dog Archer with the vacuum cleaner looking at it, and he sent it off to Simon saying, I'm sure it's going to move in a minute. Peter and his dogs. He loves the dogs and they love him. Now he's telling it off. So that's just a little bit of stamping. Let's just do a little bit there. Just to, whoops, a little bit. Now, it says to use fluid acrylic paints. Now, I was going to, and I still might, use it sort of to draw around the edges at the end. Oh, I have one more choice, don't I? Because I was going to use, can't remember what my choices were now. I'll have to look at the beginning of the, anyway, one of the, the gesso. So gesso, and now it's going to be stays on. Because it says to stamp a background, but you've still got to have ink to stamp a background, don't you? So, I mean, I've got to have that anyway. Now, this is called Zest for Life. I don't know if it's still available. It's actually a Kazaz from here in Australia stamp. And it's just, no, I can't use that one. It will stick to it, but I'll just get another one. No, so that's too small. That one must be just right. Okay, so I thought I'd just put the words over it, and we'll see them in a minute. And I think it goes that way. Yep. Okay, so I just want to stamp a few words over it. I just like putting the ink on the pad, but then I dab, dab, dab it. So I want to put the whole lot in the centre. And I probably should have put my foam pad in there, but it's all right. It's very pale. Okay. Just do. It was actually taking, because the paint's not quite dry, it's actually taking some of it off, which looks really nice. Came out really well. Perhaps we'll put some down over that way. I always think of how you should have done things after you've finished. Well, that's me anyway. Okay. Okay, we've got some there. Now I'm just going to clean this stamp off because being Staz-on, it needs to be cleaned straight away. And I use specific. Oh, why doesn't the light's not good? Anyway, it's specific Staz-on cleaner, and you basically put it all over you, because Staz-on just stays on forever if you're not careful. And then I rub it with a wet one. Sometimes you might need to do it a couple of times, but if you get to it straight away, it does come off reasonably quickly. At least you haven't got all that black all over your stamps. You don't mind that, well and good, but sometimes it's nice to keep them clean just in case you one day want to sell them on. That's good. Okay. Pot you up there. Okay, so after we did that, it said to use the fluid ink, which I don't want to do just yet. Fling some paint. Now, I might use, I think there's some silver here. We might just fling some silver. And what I'll do is put some water with it to make it a little bit more fluid. And then, oh yeah, I might just use my toothbrush, I think, today. Okay, that's enough of that. Whoops, I've got it on this ink pad. It's a good job I've got two of them here. Okay, we'll clean you. And I'm just going to, because there's a couple of blobs there that are blobs, and I'm just going to lightly roll the toilet paper over it and then dry it off. I'll be back. Okay, so I've dried all that off. I put the extra paint over there just to use it up, and I've decided to, as my ephemera, add ephemera, to use some pictures of birds that I've had. So I will use let me see, that's probably a bit too big now. Get a smaller brush if I can find one. Is that going to be? It's only an old cheapo one. I don't want to use my good ones. Okay, we'll use that glue again. I should have left it there, although it might have been dried by now. Let's see. Okay. Just realised that one won't be any good. It's too soft. Use that one. Okay, so I'm just going to glue them and pop them down. And then I've just got to use my acrylic ink. I could use matte medium for this too, or Mod Podge, or but the glue is just sitting there and it's been there for a while, and it's time to use it up and get it out of my hair. So we just put that little one there that's rolling around. Where's my brayer gone? Goodness me. Oh, here it is. So let's use the brayer just to make sure it's down. There we go. This one. Yeah, so it won't be long, and we've got the 4th of February, we're heading over to, well, we hope we are, to Victoria, to Port Fairy, to have a holiday with friends of ours that we go on holidays each year. So just popping right into that crease. Now, as we put his wing onto the other page. Yeah, so we go over there and we just have a fun time, hit all the shops and the coffee shops and go out for dinner and just have fun. And Peter will have his 70th while we're over there, so I don't know what we're going to do for that. He doesn't want anything, as most men don't, but we'll see. We will see. He's a very yeah, doesn't want for anything, you know. He's not one of these people that's got to have this or got to have that or keep up with the Joneses and all that sort of stuff. He's his own person. He loves to happy with what he's got. If there's something that he really wants, well, he does go and get it, but that's the edge of the page there. These were out of they've either been out of bird books or just magazines that have had birds in them. Might have, yeah, How a Hummingbird Hovers is written on the back of this one. So it must be just a book of birds by the look of that. I just grabbed the pretty ones that I wanted, and I've got 3 videos to upload today. Well, these days off. So it's been hard because I've been trying to do it, and then Peter likes watching the cricket. So he's on the internet watching the cricket on his iPad at night when I usually do my... And I sort of say to him, well, watch the TV. Yeah, but you like watching the TV. And I said, well, it doesn't matter about that. I want to get these done. So I think that will be tonight. He can just watch his stuff on the TV. It's going to squeeze out a bit. I'm not a great cricket fan. I mean, if it's on, I'll, you know, watch it and take part, but I'm usually doing something else and concentrating on something else while it's on. So Pete's mum's a real fanatic. She'd sit there 24/7 and watch cricket. His dad liked cricket, and he used to love watching the kids. Peter's sister's kids played cricket, and he liked watching and telling them how to play. Yuck. Okay. Did I I get your little beak? I don't think I did, little fella. Okay, so you can go in there. Okay. Now I've got to use ribbon. Got a big bag of ribbon here. I just grabbed out of the, nothing really takes my eye to. And that's sari silk and what's in that one? I know it's not ribbon, but I wonder if we just glue it here. It's going to look a bit dicky, isn't it? But we'll see what happens. Let me get my other stuff. It's all about playing around, isn't it? Let's see what happens. Just to make it, just sort of join them with the, as though they're all on the one branch, perhaps. I think I need to refill this. It's starting to be a pain. Scissors. Okay, that'll do. It sort of looks like it, like a branch. Okay, now while I've got the scissors, I'll just trim the page. Excuse my arm going across there. Let's get all this stuff out of the way first, hey? You can go in the box. Got to clean it up or I'll stick my finger or something in it. Okay. Right, so let's just see if this, whoops, is still working, and it looks like it might be. So I was just thinking of just around the edges. It's coming out a bit thicker than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. It's a while since I've used it, so then it's not as exact as I was hoping it to be, but I was thinking of going around all the edges of the ducks and all, and the birds, and the way it's running here, I don't think I will actually. I'll just put little dots here and there. Just a few. Oh, look what I did. Will it or won't it? Oh, look at that. Okay. I would have liked to have put these on sort of small, but it's not, because of the and I don't, you watch me muck it right up now if I go like this. Take it right off. No, it's not doing it with the hatches. So I've got the edge done. What if I just grab my black pen? Oh, wrong end. Okay, he's back again. What's happening?
What tablets has Axel got out?
Frusemide.
What?
Frusemide. Lasix.
The one...
It's written on the thing.
It's not written on the packets. Both packets...
Back again. Okay, so this is... We're nearly an hour, golly. So I'll just do... And they're not really going to show up, are they, either? Might just have to leave it as it is. I just like the look of little bit here and there. Should have just got a stamp out with all this on it, shouldn't I? Okay, that will do. 2021 Janette. Okay, no probs. So I hope you'll join in. Have a go. Like you can see by mine, I'm no artist. You can always have a go and just play, do whatever you like, but it's good fun. It just takes your mind off things and have a go. So until next time, take care, happy crafting, bye for now. Whoops, and don't forget to upload to the Facebook page. I'll have that link below. Bye.